Welcome back to Ben Rants. And when I was a kid, things happened. Ugh, I have such a migraine from viewing the topic of today's rant. I know you guys have been wanting me to rant on Disney Channel shows like That's So Austin and Ally McGuire, The Famous Dog with the Blog of the Future, and The Sweet Life of Crash and Bernstein on deck, but I've already reviewed them. They're Disney Channel sitcoms, folks. They're the same shows with the same jokes and the same characters, just different titles. Anyway, why rant on Disney Channel shows that copy each other when I can rant on a Nickelodeon show that copies Incredible Crew? That's right, this is a sketch show created by Brian Robbins, who you might know as the co-creator of Nick's popular sketch show, All That. Now, All That is a show that hasn't aged well in my opinion. Sure, it was funny when I was a kid. Now, it's just loud and obnoxious. But I'll give All That this. It's not Awesomeness TV. So, this show is based off of a YouTube channel of the same name. Wow, making a show based off of a YouTube channel. That's such a great idea. At this rate, kids channels should just start airing shows online. Nobody's watching their TV channels anyway. So, this show is basically just another failed attempt of the network to make a sketch comedy show for kids. Probably because they're either completely unaware of what kids like, or they just think kids are stupid. This show is so modern that it'll be lucky to still be relevant for a week. No, that's stretching it. 2 days from now. No, that's still stretching it. A week from now. Wait, I just said that. Okay, 2 hours. This show would be lucky to still be relevant 2 hours from now. Well, I'll give this show one thing. Unlike Incredible Crew, it actually has actual skits that have a setup, and they're not just kids doing random things. But the skits still redefine unfunny. For example, there's a skit that features a kid trying to teach kids how to swagify themselves at different locations. Yeah, it's just a kid giving other kids instructions. That's about it. Is it no longer required for comedy shows to have comedy in them anymore? This show is also unaware of certain things that exist. For example, there's a skit where Tara the Tomboy gives a guide to certain things. Not only is this a skit that also features unfunny instructions, but Tara is a redneck. That's right, the writers for this show don't know the difference between rednecks and tomboys. God, is it really that hard? Here, I'll show you. Tomboy, redneck. Tomboy, redneck. Goth/tomboy, redneck! God, seriously, Nick? Are you that unaware of anything going on in the world? That would explain why you think SpongeBob is the only cartoon character that exists. If you thought your brain couldn't take any more of a beating, this show actually has another sketch that is about a girl telling kids about the essential things to carry in your backpack. Consort it! How is this funny? Giving instructions on things isn't funny, Nick. It just isn't. The only funny thing about it is you actually are stupid enough to believe that people are brain dead morons and would find that funny. Anyway, another sketch show is the Baby Food Challenge, where 2 kids eat baby food. I'm not kidding. Nick, is this show basically you saying to Cartoon Network and Disney that you give up? Another sketch features Beyonce reading books to children. Way to not get me to care for a sketch that would have been funny if you would have gotten Christopher Walken to do it. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece, isn't that supposed to be wool? Anyway, the wool was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, that lamb would take a taxi. There was also a sketch that was about a dumb teacher who doesn't know anything about the subject she teaches, and she's always getting things wrong. Well, that would be funny, except that's the way the educational system is now. So, it's nothing but a grim reminder. One last sketch I want to mention is the 5 signs that you're addicted to Instagram. God, I'm old. I don't even know what Instagram is. What is that, a brand of graham crackers or something? Bottom line, this show sucks! Anyone who tries to tell me that Incredible Crew is canceled is a liar, because this show is basically that show's 2nd season. The writers aren't even trying to be funny. They're just writing hip things that kids don't even care about anymore. I heard this show use swag so many times that it almost sounds like a dirty word. But if this show is good at one thing, it gives kids an excuse to play outside. or play more video games. Either way, at least kids aren't going to have their brains boiled by this show's barrage of bad internet humor. Anyway, I'm Benthelooney, and I'm signing out, and I don't know how to end this video. Oh no! If only this show had sketches that instructed me on how to do that! Oh no! Looks like I'm stuck in limbo for the rest of my life. So, anybody got any relationship advice? Well, I'll tell you. Last week...
And birds go flying at the speed of sound to show you how it all began.